farmers, and welcome back to Wyther Farms, where it is mid-August, and let me tell you, the summer was hot. Hot, hot, hot. I'm talking, there was 2 days in a row where it was over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, and kind of dry too, so I'm kind of surprised that my grass field and my oat field so far is doing well. As you can probably already see, the grass has been cut. I just cut it this morning. I'm trying to get the work done early because I don't know if it's going to be a hot one today. I have not checked the forecast. I'd rather not look. But I have been rather busy through the summer. Did not really do any work. I mean, last you saw me, we were kind of fertilizing our oat field. And not so much this field. I kind of ran out of some cash. But that night, yep, the BGA did pay us. Got a good amount of money. 25,000 pounds to be exact. So I took that cash. Got the fertilizer, came over to the grass field first, and then went over and finished the oat field. Had plenty to do so with one load of fertilizer. And then with the extra fertilizer, I went ahead, and that little field that's behind our cabin, yep, they put soybeans in there, and I got paid about 8,000 or 9,000 pounds to fertilize that field through the summer. So cash coming in. You may have noticed a lineup that was in front of our garage there. I leased a lot of equipment for today, and quote-unquote for tomorrow as well. So far I've spent 10,000 pounds on leased equipment today and for tomorrow. Had at least this windrower to do the grass, and then I thought about it for a second, like, well, tomorrow, I'm hoping tomorrow, I'll be harvesting our oat field, so I need to bale that up. And I wanted to use the same baler as I did last season when that field was barley. And I was like, well, if I'm going to lease a baler for that, why not lease it a day early and do the grass field with it? Well, if I'm going to do that, well, then I got to lease a baling wrapper, because the wrapper I got is for round bales, and that baler is a square bale. And then, of course, I was going to have to lease a trailer anyways for the square bales tomorrow in the oat field. So, yep, lease that as well for this field here. So overall, did I save money in doing all that? Maybe a little bit, because I was going to lease a round baler to pick up these bales for the grass field today. So I saved money on that trailer. It's complicated, I know, but here I am. Going to get a little bit of cash here today, hopefully, from all this wonderful grass turned into silage. Well, I won't get it today. I'll actually probably get it in a couple days, actually. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the bales over to the BGA and stack them over there. They will take a little while to ferment, and then hopefully I can somehow maybe get them into the processor over at the BGA without having to lease any equipment. I'll see how that goes. But that's where I kind of stand for now. As for that soybean field, though, that's behind our little log cabin, I've been talking to the landowners of that property there. They are going to hold off on harvesting their soybeans until the 1st of September. They're not ready for harvest yet anyway, so they're going to give me till the 1st of September. I'm going to try to bring up enough cash to hopefully buy that field. That field, I think it's somewhere just shy of 80 grand. 80,000 pounds is what they want for it. I'm sitting just shy of 20,000 pounds. Like I said, in a couple days, I will get the money from the BGA for these silage bales that we're making today. And tomorrow, if all goes well, like I said, the oat field should be ready for harvest. I'm not selling the oats, but we'll definitely be selling the not hay bales, sorry, straw bales from that field. So, with that combination, I might get up to like 60,000 pounds. So I'm not sure. I don't think I can get up to 80,000 pounds to buy the field complete. So I may try to talk to the landowners of like, want to grant me just a little bit? I don't know. I mean, I took care of the field for them this year, so we'll see. You know, maybe some friendly help will go back and forth. I took care of the field for them this season, so maybe they'll grant me a little bit of leniency on the payments. So see how that goes later on. But today, my focus is on the grass field. I just want to get this all wrapped up and brought over to the BGA. I can't put it into the BGA because they're not silage bales yet. Like I said, we got to give them a couple days of ferment. I'm going to go ahead and put them over there. Well, you know what? I may actually leave the bales in the field today and not pick them up till tomorrow. I might do that. I may actually just, you know, it's not that expensive to keep that trailer. I'll see what the store is going to charge me for every day of keeping some of this equipment. I'm trying to remember when I leased that trailer how much it was for an extra day. And I think it was like 500 pounds. So for 500 pounds, I may just keep it for an extra day. We'll see how it goes. You think I had it all figured out, but then I keep changing my mind like I always do. So I have also heard from Sherman. Kind of late, but it didn't matter because, like I said, I was going to ask if I could lease their field again this year to harvest it, but they actually have sold their property. So yeah, I won't be able to do anything in their field this season, or well, ever again, because they sold the property. So I didn't ask to who, but he didn't seem too thrilled about it. I didn't ask too much about it. He just, when I talked to him on the phone, he said, yeah, we sold it. And he just told me they really didn't get what they wanted for it, but you know what? They had to sell it because they needed the cash. So there is that. So no more working up at Wyther Farms. I have been going up there. The sign is still there, and I'm not really seeing any work being done around there, so I'm not really sure who bought it and what they plan on doing with it. But I have noticed this season, a lot of farmers around here haven't done much work in their fields. A lot of fields still have the oilseed radish into it. So maybe they saw what the forecast for the weather was going to be like this season. So it was like I said, it was extremely hot this summer. So maybe a lot of farmers just passed on planting crops thinking maybe they wouldn't survive. My crops seem to do okay. I have been checking on the oat field, and I will say there are a couple of bare spots. I think the heat and the lack of rain may have something to do with that. But it is what it is. Overall, my plans for this farm here are still a go. We'll be storing the oats. Oats, usually around here, sell pretty good like mid to late winter. And if I can get enough cash upright and get a deal stricken with the farmers that own the land that have the soybean field, if we can harvest that this year, then we'll sell the soybeans. I thought I heard someone say a good price for soybeans will go sometime late spring. I think that's when they said soybean prices are on the up and up. So yeah, even though we'll be harvesting here pretty soon, the only money we'll be getting from the harvest is the straw bales. So I'm pretty excited about using that baler again today, and of course tomorrow. I keep saying tomorrow. I'm hoping it's like the next day or the next few days. I mean, the field, you can see the soybean field that I'm talking about right there. That is close to being ready for harvest too. It's not quite there yet. I've been over there checking that. I'm kind of hoping that's a late one ready for harvest, because the longer we wait, the more chance I get to bring a little bit extra cash in to maybe buy the field. At least that's my plans. But yeah, we'll store all the crops that we harvest and then sell them. And then what I need to do when I do sell the crops is, first things that I want to do is pay off a lot of the bank loan. I'm at my credit limit, basically. I'm like at 195,000 pounds out of my $200,000 credit limit that I can borrow. So yeah, I like to pay a little bit of that off. And I still would like to maybe get another form of income around here, or something to, I don't want to say keep me occupied when I don't have any farm work to do, but I would like to get a chicken coop kind of a thing going on here. I thought about, maybe doing some sheep around here, but I mean, I got the grass field. That would definitely be easy to do, but I'm thinking maybe chickens. I may change my mind here. It's nothing that's going to happen here until, I won't make my mind up until winter and after I sell the oats from our harvest. So a ways to go on that. I'm hoping we get a lot of bales. Last time I did this field here for silage, I had to cut it early because I was low on the cash and the grass wasn't fully grown. And like I said, I did get about 25,000 pounds from the VGA, which is more than I thought I was going to get. So I'm hoping today I can kind of guess by how many liters we get. I can kind of guess roughly how much we're going to get paid. Usually it's right around 35,000 is what I get from the VGA when it's all said and done. I am kind of excited about being able to use that baler that I used last season. The people from the shop, they sent someone down because I was interested in, when I went to the store yesterday and I was making my order for leasing the equipment, I kind of mentioned that I do have a baler and a round bale wrapper that I would like to possibly sell to them if I do purchase this equipment that I've leased today. So they sent someone down here to evaluate my baler and wrapper, and yeah, it's still not too bad. I mean, if I go back to what I paid for it, they're offering me like 18,000 pounds for the baler and the wrapper. So overall, not too bad, because I think I bought the baler, the wrapper, and the mower for like 40,000 pounds when I first moved here from the same people who own this property. So, you know, overall, if I can get half the money back on it and I still get to keep the mower after using it for a couple of years, I will take that, I suppose. The baler is just that much better. Not only is it an 8,000 liter baler instead of a 4, so it eliminates the amount of bales, it's also one that just spits the bales out the back. I don't have to wait for it to unload, and I won't have to close it. And it's just a time saver. Makes things go a little bit quicker for me. And when you got a big field to do of straw, definitely comes in handy. There we go. And yeah, I should be done with that, but I'm going to keep everything here. Not a rush to get it back right away. But I do want to get these all wrapped up because they are expecting actually some rain this afternoon. So I'm hoping with the rain that like a cold front will come through and it won't get as hot as it's been getting. There we go. This is the baler I've been talking about. And yeah, this will be the one I would be purchasing if I could afford it. But right now I cannot. But it's right around 70,000 pounds for the baler. Let's go ahead and turn it on here. Just get everything around the corners. Perfect. Already with the other baler, I'd have to be stopping and waiting for it to unload. This one here can just keep on working. Yeah, the rain will be kind of nice, even though my crops are pretty much maxed out, I think. But like I said, if it rains, hopefully a cold front will come through and not just get the high temperatures that we've been getting. And it kind of really sucked when it was that hot, because even the nighttime temperatures were not dropping down too low. It's hard to sleep. And in my little cabin that I have, I do not have air conditioning in there, so I will say there were a couple nights that it was not overall too bad. It got down to like, 70 degrees or so. So I came outside and slept underneath the stars. I have to keep an eye on the grass field. I got some patches that haven't been growing in the last couple of cuts. So I don't know if I should replant some grass seed into there. This baler would be nice to have, but I thought briefly that maybe while the money I'll be making here shortly, I should buy the baler. But I think getting another field, that would just make it that much better on the farm, because that just means more income. The baler I can get by on. I mean, it didn't cost me that much to lease this baler for. The initial leasing cost for this baler was like $3,500, and for each additional day it's only like $400, so it's not too bad. I do like being able to bale and not have to stop and unload the bale, close it back up, and continue. With this baler here, just keep on motoring. One thing I do need to do at some point, though, this TA tractor does need, not an overhaul, but it needs some pretty good service. It's a little worn down, but overall it's still not too bad. And I'm also excited for the harvest, being able to use our silo for the first time. Hopefully, when we built it this past winter, it went together rather smoothly. But since we don't have no grain to test so far, I'm hoping that when we go put grain into it, nothing's jammed, nothing's loose. Everything, it's together the way it should be, and it works properly. I'm pretty sure it will, but if not, we'll have to work on it. But being able to store our own grain this year, unlike last season when we harvested the barley field, yeah, we took a little bit of a hit on when we sold it. I think I sold it for like 100 pounds less per 1,000 liters than what I probably could have got for it when the winter came. And when you're harvesting, I think it was like 100,000 liters that we got off that field. Yeah, that money does add up. Now we should get a better harvest for the oats this year because we did soil sampling. And so it should be well fertilized. The pH value is good. Nitrogen level's all good. Everything is good. Yep, definitely the next purchase I will be getting for the farm will probably be the baler, and sell our other baler and wrapper. A drill to plant, not really needed too much. I can just lease that for a day and get the job done. But I mean, I am baling this grass field here like 3 times a year. And if I can get the crop rotation in right, maybe on the fields, I might be able to get 2 harvests in a year, but I haven't been here long enough to figure out if I can do that yet or not. I'll look at the books and see how things go. But this is a time saver. Saving me so much time, I don't think I'll have any problem getting this all done before the rain comes this afternoon. Yeah, so if I sell my baler and my wrapper for what they ask for, let's say we get about 30 grand for the silage bales in a couple days. Let's just say I get 15 grand for the baler and wrapper and 30 grand for these. That's 45. Maybe I get $20,000. Sorry, it's 20,000 pounds for the straw bales plus the money I have now. We are very close to being able to buy that soybean field, so. But I still might be able to get one more cut in this grass field, so I got to be kind of careful. But I think it's more important I get that soybean field. And then if I do get another cut in the field this year, I'll just have to lease the baler, the wrapper, and the trailer to haul the bales. I got to lease a baling trailer anyways, no matter which operation I have going. So it cost me, let's say, 5,000 pounds to lease the baler and the wrapper together, and I'll make like 30-some odd thousand pounds. Still a good profit. So, yeah. I think I'll have to wait and see how much I get on the straw bales. I might actually be surprised. Or disappointed. I'm not too sure. Yeah, let's wait until after we do the oat field harvest. By selling the after we sell the straw bales, I'll be able to, I can really look at the money-wise that way. Because I can't guess how much straw bales we're going to have. But the VGA is pretty consistent. This grass field's been consistent. Sounds like a plan. I think I got it all set. Now, the only problem with a bigger baler is sometimes you get leftover material in the baler. About just shy of 3,000 liters of grass in there, so I'll have to dig that up before I do straw in the harvest. But I'll take it. I have no problem doing that. Let's disconnect that. And now let's come over here and grab the wrapper. Let's go ahead and unfold it. And get these things wrapped up. So probably because I'm trying to do this early in the morning because of the rain. It may not rain at all today. Actually, I haven't checked the forecast since yesterday. Did they change it? Oh yes, the soybeans. Soybeans is actually it's actually midsummer when the prices are good. All right, the forecast is still forecasting for rain. Okay, so not as bad. Now it's not going to rain until about 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's fine. And the temperatures, yep, not getting as hot anymore. But, I mean, we are now through mid-August, so the temperature's only in the mid-70s today, not too bad. Tomorrow is kind of crucial. I think we should be able to harvest our oat field, and the weather's looking good. Saturday's not looking good at all, so it's going to be 70% chance of rain. And then, of course, a couple days after that, before we get rain again. But I am hoping our oat field's ready tomorrow, because that way, like I said, I can go ahead, sell all the straw, and then by then I can really probably look at the finances and say, can I afford the soybean field, which is right next to us. So I gotta let them know by September 1st if I'm going to be purchasing it for the price or not. And this wrapper even wraps faster than the one that we have. But I should be able to get another cut in this grass field because it's only August. So April, May. I think I cut this grass in early May, which is just a little bit sooner than I wanted to, but we had to. Now we're in August. I might be able to get another cut in sometime in October. I don't know if the grass will grow to its complete length, but I should be able to get some in, and I might as well cut it because, you know, winter will come and just kind of, I don't want to say destroy the grass, but definitely will cut down the length that it is. I do like the yellow wrapping paper. This makes it show up that much clearer in the field. I wonder if the black wrapping paper actually makes it ferment faster. I know other farmers will wrap their bales different colors depending on the batch that they're doing in a grass field. So like if they get 3 cuts in a year and they're keeping silage for cows or whatever, the first cut will be like a yellow, say a yellow wrapper, and then they'll do like a blue wrapper, then a black wrapper. And that way when it comes time to feed the cows and they see a bale sitting there and they know it, if they remember what color wrapper they used, they can tell when they wrapped it. I'm not sure if it's just me or not. Now, like I said, the baler that we use today is double the capacity of what our baler is usually. But it feels like we still got the same amount of bales in the field. I want to say we usually make about 33. No, that doesn't seem right. I really don't remember, but I'm going to try to do a quick count here to see how many bales that we got. And then I'll be able to... Well, I can't really remember how much I used to wrap. That's the problem. I should be starting my own logs for the farm, but I have not gotten that far. Well, I did a quick count. Looking around, I got all the bales up there wrapped, so it was easy to count. And I can see all the bales here. 25 bales is what I ended up with today, which seems pretty good. So that means with the other baler, I would have gotten 50. And if you want to count the leftover grass that's in there, I may have gotten 51 with the other one. So that actually seems probably just about right. I'll really be able to tell, I think, when I drop these off at the BGA in a couple days and they process it. if I get somewhere around 35 grand for the bales, that's roughly usually what I get when the grass is fully grown. I definitely do like this setup with the baler and this wrapper. Process is a little bit quicker. It's not that I don't have the time, it's just when I do wrap the bales in this field, it's an all-day job. And now I can get the job done, I don't want to say 3 times quicker, maybe even 4 times quicker, but it seems that way. Just a few more, and then I'm going to start bringing, well, since I got this on the tractor, I'll probably bring back the wrapper first, and then I'll bring back the windrower. As for the baling trailer, got to keep that, and of course, definitely got to keep the baler for harvesting the oat field. If it does rain this evening, hopefully it stops raining kind of early-ish. Let's just say I hope it doesn't rain past midnight, because I don't want the crops to be too wet starting tomorrow. I want to get in that harvest first thing, because I want to be able to harvest it, and then of course I want to be able to bale the straw bales and get them sold. I don't want that straw sitting up there overnight, because if it rains with the straw, yeah, they'll start to decompose and I'll lose some of the straw, and I don't want to do that. Alright, just double checking to make sure I got all the bales, because nothing worse than returning the wrapper and then you find a grass bale that you have not wrapped. Everything is looking good. Go ahead and hit fold on the baling wrapper. Yep, I think we got them all. I think I had them all. So, as of right now, I'm going to leave the bales here until at least tomorrow. No rush to get them out the field, because I will have the baling trailer through tomorrow anyway, so I'll leave them there for now. That way they're not over the BGA, just because you never know what's going to go on over there. I mean, they are just right across the way, but yep, they're starting to ferment. Yeah, I did take the header out for the combine, because, like I said, the people down from the store came down, look at the baler and the wrapper. I probably should have cleaned it before they came down. Maybe I could have got a little bit more. The mower I'll keep. The mower is fine. It doesn't take that long to mow that amount of grass. So yeah, I'm going to keep the mower for sure. But the baler and the wrapper may go. And like I said, if I get the money from the BGA for the silage bales we just did today, and with the straw bales I'll get off our oat field when we harvest it, is that going to be enough money to be able to buy this field over here? I got until about around September 1st. But this field is getting close to ready for harvest. Looking at it, yep, it's growing. It's not quite there. It does need some work into it. If I were to buy, well, if I were to buy it, I'll get enough cash, but it does need to be plowed. But that's not that big of a deal. Just rent a plow for a day, take care of it, and it's a pretty decent sized field, and I don't know how much soybean I'll get off it. I know it's fertilized because I did it myself through the summer and got paid to do so. So if I can actually buy the field and harvest it, I mean, I got paid to fertilize, quote unquote, my own field and crops. So I'll have to see how that goes. But yep, and be able to use a silo maybe tomorrow as well. I think everything is all set for harvesting, but I'm just going to do a double check on our grass field before I bring back the wrapper, and I'm also going to bring back the windrower. Don't need that anymore at all. And hopefully tomorrow, the class combine, I'll probably give that a once over. It should be good to go, but I'll get it going this afternoon and make sure it's on the up and up for the harvest tomorrow. It would be worst thing to get ready for harvest tomorrow, and the combine, that's a problem. But I'm going to get the field a once over to make sure before I start returning things, and get ready for a nice harvest tomorrow.